Hi guys, we were just talking about an ISO of 21. Let's go download it already. So on Telegram we're just chatting a little bit, and I said, oh, I'll make a video for it. And what happens is when you go to see those article links, right, at some point in time everything is on the AAG, so we tested for a week for the beta testers for the world, and then we have the ISOs that move from the AAG to here and all the old stuff, and that's what happens. The old stuff moves here. So somebody has downloaded the wrong version actually. So let's just have fun quickly. Short video to update everything, because we don't have any big releases. Arch Linux, Article Linux, it's all about rolling, right? Update your system, do this, do that, but basically, even if you skip all the this and that's, it is still a functional operating system. So you're missing an alias, so you're missing a service. It's still gonna be a working functional system after all. So the fun stuff, and that's why my brain likes this, the fun stuff is sometimes to go all the way back and then try to update everything till the latest version. So I'm not going to make that jump, that's maybe for another day, but 21.01, and then 3 months later, right? That's where we are, more or less. So Super F7 VirtualBox has been installed, fine. I have a black screen, or let me show you. This is kind of the look I'm using now, but hey, right next morning you change it again. So the old Article Linux flagship. Let's have a quick look. Video memory, VBox SVJ. A is important. Processors 4, 16. Yeah, true guys, I have invested into this particular system. So my system is now 32 gigabytes, so I can give it more, 50-50. And then display, VBox SVGA is a good one. Never VM, ever VM. VBox VGA is good. It's all good. If you select that, then I need to tell where the ISO is. So let's see, do the downloads. Here you are. Click, and start. And then we do a Control F, and everything gets full screen. And VirtualBox, thank God you're stable, you're okay. You are figuring out that I have 2920 on 1080 pixels, so full HD, and it shows, right? Not 800 by 600. So VirtualBox is the free virtual machine we're using that is working and is tested every day, I guess. And there's not one day that I don't test it. So no. I had another what if. No. There is so much to do, to play around with, because it's all that it's all Lego blocks and pieces, and you click here, click there, and done, right? It's yeah, it's fun, it's creative. I'm happy to see also that some people get it, right? So get to the phase where you build your own ISOs and become master of your own operating system, because basically that's what I'm doing, right? Managing Arch Linux the way I like it, the way I want it, with a tool like Calamares, put it on an ISO, and then install it on an SSD. Now, no, Eric, you're not gonna say that. That's for another video. But I'll just pause the video here and we'll boot up later. And there it happens, right? Restart now, it says. Okay, fine. I'll restart. And since the ISO is still in there, I press on arrow key down, boot existing OS. And this is our beautiful little grub And after all these years, not inclined to change it. It's the best image we got. So, how to start? Quit. Bye-bye. F12, like the drop down. Sudo pacman, -s, YYU, the archway. Update. And I can make typos. Utspate is nice. Now we got this right. Hunspell, capital US, small US, yes, okay. Python dbus extra, yes, okay. Yes, okay, we got it. And then we got this real thing that people said, oh, what now? Still, yes, okay, right? And then we got 1.5 gigabyte, right? 5.8, whoa, really? So total installed size, but in the end, we only have 200 megabyte more on our SSD. So that's basically Arch, right? That's if you're in a place where you have not a good internet connection, where there are small volumes to download, this is definitely not your Linux distribution. Another keys are important. This is something specific for us, right? Arch Linux guys. Import keys. One of the tips I always give in videos, and I hope you are watching them, because it's plenty of tips in all the videos. Arch Linux keyring. Get that in. Sometimes you need to get it in before everything else, right? Because otherwise it says, I don't know the package. I don't know from whom it is, so I won't install anything. And then they say, oh my god, right? But that's all the knowledge you need. Get the keys in and then update. Oh, there's my new wallpaper. So this is Variety, guys. So many people ask, why is it changing? Variety is something interesting. It can change your wallpaper every 5 minutes. It can change on start. You can say this is the source, but you can also go to Flickr. So Flickr, Peter Levi, or NASA, or Bing, or EarthView, or Unsplash. They're all sources. Personally, well, probably many of us have thousands of wallpapers and have a folder. Well, put this link in here. Put your folder, your download folder, I don't know where it is, right, Eric? And then maybe somewhere, put it somewhere so people can actually, yeah, we have done an update of Variety, my guess. So put it somewhere where you can, Dropbox, Google Drive, OneDrive, Megashare, I mean somewhere where it is. Yeah, this is definitely not my wallpaper, so it's kicking in, right? So wallpaper selector, we have here things that are now not from me at all. So the sources I have added, well, provide these, and that one's not mine, and that one is not mine. Okay, and so this one was the other one. This one is old school, guys. Probably the only one who knows what this is, right? It's virtual reality, that's what it is. This, I kind of like, right? So the sources, oh, that's even for me old school, this one. So basically in here we have the choices, the wallpaper selector, the preferences. If you click here, you see this. If you click here, those images are coming from there. This is coming from NASA. This is coming from Bing. Oh, okay. Blue one might be nice. Oh, not that bad. Google Earth. Google Earth images. Sure. Unsplash. Oh, those coming from Unsplash. Okay, close. So that's Variety for you. In the meantime, I don't know what's happening here. Let's do F12 and see what is happening. So some of the applications get updates and go on site, on user bin, on user share, and so on. But some of them are going to etc-scal, and that's why you need to Google search on our websites, what is this scal? What is this scal? And of course everything is well, if you can read this, you know what's going to happen. But that's going to copy paste everything that we have changed during January and March, almost April. That's the date of today here. So a lot of stuff just came in by typing Skel. We do an upall. That's only if you have stuff from AUR, if you build more stuff. And let's do Control C, because in the meantime, packages are built and they use dependencies, and now they don't use any dependencies anymore, so we can get rid of some of the packages. And that's basically this, right? -R lib magic 6. And if you can do an R and there is no message from Pacman saying, hey, you will break this or you will break that, you just can't delete it. And what's the other one? The Bibata cursor theme gave us lots of issues in the build experience, the build place there. What I did is just switch it. We have the Bibata cursor theme bin, binary, right? So if I install that one, the old one gets removed and everything is good again, and we have the same cursor basically. But hey, one is better maintained than the other, so the bin version is in. No frustrations. Oh please, thank you. No frustrations. Sudo reboot. If a lot of things to update, most notably the Linux kernel, right? 2 months ago, Linux kernel, I don't know what name. Now we got the latest version of Linux. Any issues? Install the Linux LTS. I just spoke about it today on Discord. Bin. Look what we have here, right? All fun stuff, but there is more than fun stuff. There is the stay rolling and the main. So here are the fixes, some of the fixes. So we've done, don't need to do this. But some of the fixes are in here. Keys are in here. Linux LTS kernel, that was I was talking about that. Just run #1 and it says read this, right? Okay, and off it goes. So I'm installing Linux LTS now. It's not that difficult. If that's the solution to your problem, hardware wise, graphical driver or Ethernet or wireless or right, hardware parts, then maybe that's the thing. But there are more kernels. And someone asked, hey, why don't you have something, an application? And there is an application on Arch to manage kernels, and I've seen other distros do it and use it. I find it useless because the only thing you have to do is type this. Choose your kernel. We've just chosen this one. You can choose this one, or you can choose the Zen, and all you need to do is type Zen. I think we can manage that, right? Zen. And if that's not going to help, maybe you want to just stick to the Linux kernel. And what you can do always, and it's always available, sudo downgrade. You can downgrade a kernel. I say last time Arch Linux, not us, Arch Linux provided a Linux kernel and it was working for me, and I want it back. Why not? Why the hell not, right? Just go back. It's okay. Last time I had this kind of version or that kind of version. All it requires is you putting in a number 176, and the machine will take care of the rest, and you'll get a Linux kernel that's, I don't know, way back. In this case, I don't have failed to connect to archive Arch Linux org port 443. So maybe the server is down of Arch Linux, and that's for another day then. So yeah, Linux LTS, right? Well, while should I do something else? Samba is in here maybe. If you've chosen swap file on Calamares, you can make it bigger with the script. And Samba is for people who want to share folders in your network. You have several computers and you share a folder on this computer, and everybody else can join this particular map or folder and put stuff in there or download stuff in there. So that's Samba for you. It's all in there. Now to stay rolling, we were in 2021. So fix for shadow service, fix for shadow service. Let's have a look. No, sudo reboot. Let's do a Linux LTS look. And then see what else we could explain. And I can combine another question on Discord, no, on Telegram. Someone wanting to move to SDM and to, he's on LightDM I think, and wants to go to SDM, and it's super easy to just switch. But let's get first an image of, ta-da, we got LTS kernel running at this point. So that's that. And then we go back in the bin, how to stay rolling. It's all explained on these articles. Maybe I should mention that as well. There are many new people I've seen. So guys, there is a website, or one or two or three, with lots of information, right? And the info, ArcoLinux info, is your information. And here we have the releases. And every month we make an article, what's new and how to stay rolling. So that's all in here. That's must read, I guess, to know what's going on your system. Okay. So why did I go there? Probably for the shadow service. Fix for shadow service. Let's have a look. Ctrl-T. Let's do a list of the units that failed. None failed. Aha. So the shadow service is working just fine. So then let's do a status of that particular service. It might be that it's at this point in time inactive and it has been triggered yet. Let's test them out. Start it. And then ask again the status. Failed. Haha. So we run this one, fix for shadow service. Doesn't really impact anything, but hey, nobody wants a failed shadow service. So that's done. And then we can start it again, show it again, and now there is no error. Okay, cool. The Pacman init service, we want to have a service we can actually edit on the fly, and that's basically all it is. And we will include some keys from Chaotic. Chaotic has at this point in time less kernels. He just got rid of 200 of his kernels, so but we still have 190 or I don't know, something like that, kernels that you can install. So again, there you can have a go at installing different kernels and see if it works. And this is the general message, the general script, how to stay rolling. Just run it, but of course go and read it. So I've done already my Bibata cursor, it's already gone, so that's why it says error. Always think right, there is no error, we just deleted it and we just moved already to theme bin manually, so hence, yeah, sure, you'll get an error. So we have installed quick controls, SDM config editor, fine, which means we are at the topic of logout. LightDM, SDM. This is the look of LightDM. Ah, okay, fine. What if after running that script about SDM and stay rolling there, what will happen to my system? It's Linux LTS, you see it already here. I don't like login manager, so I always put it auto login. So I need to log out again. And then you get this, and you say, it's not changed. No, it's not changed. It's entirely up to you to decide, will I go to SDM? And it's simply as simple as it can be, to SDM. That's it. To SDM. Now we have changed something, we've removed something, we've created something, it's active, reboot now. Got it. all right? And the same applies to LightYAM, which means, no, I'm not interested in SDM, please get me back to LightYAM. That's possible too. And this is your standard look. This is SDM without any themes and so on. Now today, oh, I'm in i3, who cares, right? I've just put something on the test repo, a new theme. Let's install that. So the test repo soon to be released, so you don't have to do this. Now he knows the test repo. Now I say go get me ArcoLinux SDM. We have several SDM themes, right? So the best of them, I guess. That's of course very personal, because there are thousands. Like I feel like there are thousands like themes. So, right? ArcoLinux Materia. It says to edit something. I am a terminal kind of guy, but this is not gonna help me because I don't have the file. Now I don't know the code by heart, but there is always something. I always think ahead, and one of the things I've done is next to the etc sddm I've put here an original.conf. So this guy is actually the original. You see? So all the code is here. I could copy paste it and call it sddm.conf, or I can use the power of a GUI, graphical user interface, and say to the system, hey, the new thing I've just installed, ArcoLinux Materia. I've shown the blue one in another video, so I'll show the black one in here. Save. And with this save, we'll see somewhere. Let's have a look where he's going to put it. In etc sddm.conf, here he is. This is all he wrote away. Theme, current, ArcoLinux Materia, dark. Super X, logging it. And this is it. This is the Materia, the black one. And we're back in. We can choose to go for open box. Now we've seen them all, and then we have shown lots of things. If you want to go back to LightYAM, it is then we got some difficulties. So we see here that there are already files on this system that are owned by someone. So the only thing you need to do now is first to get rid of the stuff that we will never maintain anymore. So this issue is void next time. So this is gone, and LightYAM greeter settings from ArcoLinux is gone and will not be maintained. And if I do it like this to LightYAM, then of course there are no conflicts, because it's basically the same packages, the same files and folders with a few tweaks, changes in icons, in fonts and stuff like that, theme as well. So LightYAM is active, reboot now, sudo reboot. It all makes sense, just stick around long enough that all the pieces of the puzzle, they will fall into place, but it takes a few months, years, I don't know, a few thousand videos, and then suddenly, wow, you get it, and it does make sense. And now I have LightYAM, but it's not our ArcoLinux LightYAM anymore, it's the standard LightYAM from Arch Linux. With this black thing, this white thing, and we used to have it here, black arc dark theme with a nice icon and stuff up here as well, I think. Anyway, our preferences, and that's what this Linux is all about. Choice always. We don't like this, we don't like the icons, we don't like the wallpaper, we change things. But that's the fun, that's the fun, that's the, I think, the sex appeal, as they say, of Linux. Back to SDM it is for me, because that's the standard, that's the default. Somebody asked me today on Telegram, when is SDM going to be the default? Well, now it is now the default. And with these lovely themes, I've just made a video about the thousands of SDM themes that we can have. It's just crazy. So, fun. Alright guys, have fun. I hope I have inspired you with the video. Alright, cheers.